Hey, Jared,
Yes, Alistair.
do you want to go for a walk?
No, Alistair. I only like to drive. Drive places.
Jared, do you know the ancient Romans did not have jeeps?
But I am not an ancient Roman. I am a man. A modern man.
Do you know anything about the ancient Romans or ancient Egyptians?
No, I do not, Alistair. Do you? Let's bring on our friend Stephen. Stephen, do you know about the ancient Romans?
Why, yes, Jared. Yes, I do. And let me tell you about it.
Boys, Alistair, this engine sure is modern.
Yeah, it's got about 231 horsepower. You know how many horses that would be in ancient Roman times?
About 230.
That's dead on, my friend.
All done. Engine's all fixed, Alistair. Boy, Alistair, this sure is a big chariot. Ha 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 ha! Boy, howdy, Alistair. That is a lot of information. What else did the ancient Romans have?
Well, I'll tell you.
Where'd he go? We should follow him.
So, you ready for the next thing that the Romans have that we have now?
Where'd you come from?
The water. Now, what did the ancient Romans have to move water from point A to point B?
I don't know. What did they have?
They had aqueducts.
Aqueducts?
As seen here. So, now that you've seen aqueducts, what is the most amazing thing about the aqueducts?
What? What is the most amazing thing about the aqueducts?
Is it the fact that it carries water from point A to point B?
Is it?
No. It's the fact that they're made with arches.
Artists?
Arches. You know,
Arches. Oh,
Arches.
I know what those are, like at McDonald's.
Yes, exactly. Just like at McDonald's. Let's cut to that right now, shall we?
My feet are hurting me. I wonder if they had shoes in ancient Rome.
Why, yes. Yes, they did have shoes in ancient Rome. But on to a better subject. How do you pay for food when you're at McDonald's?
Wait, I know this one.
They had it in ancient Rome.
I don't know this one.
Currency.
Currency? What's that?
That's what we pay things with.
Money!
Let's go there now!
Here we are at the mall. I like the mall. This is the entrance to the mall. You can buy lots of things at the mall.
So what did you buy at the mall?
Nothing. Because I didn't have any currency.
Ah, that's too bad. Did you find anything you were gonna buy?
I was going to buy Gladiator.
Oh, do you know the ancient Romans had gladiators?
They had Russell Crowe?
No, not Russell Crowe. It was mostly slaves.
Russell Crowe's a slave to the entertainment industry.
You got that right.
Say, do they have gladiator games now?
Yes, they have the NFL.
The NFL?
Yeah. You know what else ancient Rome had for entertainment?
What?
They had the chariot races.
Like we have race car driving now.
Yep. Except they don't race the cars at the circus. They race them on the racetrack.
Say, that made me think of something.
What's that?
We need a new venue. Let's drive there now.
Okay.
Boy, I sure did learn a lot today.
Why don't we recap what you learned today?
Please, because it's so much my little brain can't take it all.
Oh, did you know the ancient Romans also had bikinis?
You mean like this one?
No, let's not show them. I think they know what bikinis are. Would you like to know what ancient Romans ate?
Boy, would I.
Now let's look at the menu for a Roman emperor's banquet dinner.
Okay.
For an appetizer, he would have jellyfish with eggs.
jellyfish with eggs.
Or-
That's exciting.
Or Sal's udders stuffed with sea-salted urchins.
Boy, that's utterly amazing.
For the main course, he would have roasted parrot, or turtle dove boiled in its feathers, or possibly boiled flamingo with dates.
That's delectable.
Would you like to know what you'd have for dessert?
Yes, I would, please.
We'd have stoned dates stuffed with nuts, pine kernels, and fried with honey.
That's hunalicious.
And that's what we have for Roman food.
Where did the book go?
Nobody knows.
Say, now that you've told me that stuff, would you please recap it all for me?
Sure. Like we said earlier, the Romans didn't have cars.
But wait! Let's use movie magic!
We had cars, but they had horses. So in recap, we also had rivers to transport our water, whereas the ancient Romans had aqueducts.
Say, is there any aqueducts now?
Yes, there are. In fact, there's one near LA. Transports water from up in the Sierra Nevada down to LA.
But what's the difference between the aqueducts now and the aqueducts then?
The fact that ours don't contain lead in them now to keep the water from flowing through the cracks. Ours are just made with good concrete.
Boy, Alistair, you sure do make a mean hamburger.
You're dang right I do. You know what also makes a good hamburger?
McDonald's?
You're damn right. You know, speaking of fast food, the ancient Romans had fast food, believe it or not. Kind of like ours, but a little bit different.
Say, let's get back to our recap.
Let's do that. You know what you'd pay with at McDonald's? Or at the ancient fast foods? We talked about it before.
Currency!
Currency. Not with plastics or bills in ancient Rome, with coin. Now we might use those plastics or bills to pay.
Say, I do really like the golden arches at McDonald's. You said they had them back then too, right?
Yes, they used them exclusively in much of their architecture.
Wow. Say, you know where my favorite McDonald's is?
Where at?
At the mall.
The mall was an amazing place then, and it is now. You know, back then you can get everything at the mall, and their malls are pretty similar to ours. You can get everything you wanted at the mall.
Everything?
Everything you wanted.
Could you get Russell Crowe in Gladiators?
Okay, that's a cut.
It sure has been fun learning with you today, Alistair. It sure has. Say, we learned a lot about ancient Rome. Yes, them people. No, we're not done yet. We sure learned a lot about them and all the things that they had. Well, Alistair, until next time, bye.
It's a shame you're all dying.
Speak!
I'm thinking.
Did they have robots in ancient Rome?
No.
Did they have the robot in ancient Rome? Did they have prostitutes in ancient Rome?
Yes.
Did they have grass in ancient Rome?
Yes.
Did they have trees in ancient Rome?
Yes.
Did they have schools in ancient Rome?
Yes.
Did they have benches in ancient Rome?
I'm guessing.
Did they have swords in ancient Rome?
Yeah.
Did they have guns in ancient Rome?
Maybe, that's possible. But not likely.
Did they have jungle gyms in ancient Rome?
It's possible, but not likely again.
Did they have the elemental scales in ancient Rome?
What?
Did they have scales in ancient Rome?
Let's start. Let's
Okay,
go.
you want me
Did they have